And customer retention takes into account the churn rate, which is, in this particular example, is 7%. So we'll have 93% remaining. So in January, we acquired 1,000 users, so we would have 1,000 users left. Okay. But in February, after the churn rate is applied, what's going to happen is it's going to be reduced by the churn rate. So we take that and we multiply it by the churn rate, 1 minus the churn rate. Open parentheses, 1 minus the churn rate. But before we hit enter, what you want to do is you want to hit F2 or click inside the box right here. It might be easier in case F2 isn't enabled for you. And make sure that the F3 key, F3 characters have anchors in front of them, as well as the 8. So it's not, I'm going to have to change, it's actually the 7 because we did the acquired people. So we want to put the 7, and you'll see that it goes up to the acquired users. So hit enter. So then we have 930. So from there, what we do is we go here to March and see how many were remaining in March. So it's equals the 930, again, open parentheses, and times 1 minus 7%, close. And that's a little bit wrong because you have to have the parenthesis in front. And there we go. So there's 865. Now what you can do from here is you can drag this over and it'll populate the remaining months because you're reducing by 7% each time. If you notice though just now, it's anchored. Well, it's not anchored. When I made a mistake, I forgot to anchor it on the churn rate. So let's go ahead and do that right now. And we're going to copy it over to the remaining cells. And there we go. Let's see. What did it do that time? Oh, that's why. Equals that times open parentheses 1 minus this guy, closed, and make sure that this is anchored. Okay, so let's go ahead and pull that over. All right, so we don't need all those decimals, but so we can actually just reduce that, but we can do that later. Actually, we'll do it now because it'll be cleaner in the long run. Okay, so as you can see, there's only 450 people left of the acquired users from the beginning. So let's reduce the decimals first. Let's make sure this makes sense. 865. Does that look like it went down by 3%, by 7%? Yes. Yes. So it does make sense. So what you want to do is you want to copy this whole row down to 1 over. And what we just did was we essentially have calculated all the way down for the next month. So in February, we acquired users. We acquired 1,050 users. You can see that this goes to the 150 times 7%. But in March, we only had 977 remaining. So forth. Just go ahead and pull this down. All the way to December. Okay, so we had 1,000 users in January, and then we acquired 1,050. So in February, what we want to do is we want to add to this to show the active users the number of active users that were remaining from the previous months. So active users will equal the above plus sum, open parentheses, and pull this all the way down to the end and hit close parentheses, and off we go. So we can copy this all the way over to December, and what we see is that at the end of December we had 12,992 users that were retained, So that's where we were at the end of in December. And there we go. That's how you do it. And if you have any questions, let me know. Thank you.